Hi guys, I'm Autumn from itsalwaysautumn.com.
Today I'm going to show you how to make this cool explosion box that you can fill with photos, notes, and more.
To help you make an explosion box, I've created a sizing chart and a heart template for the corners of the base. This sizing chart will allow you to make up to 7 layers in your explosion box. I'm only going to make 3 layers though, so I'm going to use layers 1, 3, and 5. This tells me what size cardstock I need to start with. Because my box is going to have 3 layers, I'll begin with 3 pieces of black cardstock. The bottom layer needs to be 12 by 12, so I'll leave it this size, and then I'll cut these 2 layers to 10.5 inches square and 9 inches square. Okay, now I have 3 different size sheets of cardstock. I'm going to refer back to my size chart, and this tells me where I need to score each of these pages, because we need to divide each of these into thirds. For my 12-inch paper, I need to score it at 4 inches in from each side. Okay, now I have my 3 different sheets of cardstock, and they've all been scored so that I can easily fold them up along the scoring lines. We'll set aside the smaller 2 for now and work on the largest piece, which will be the base. You're going to fold and crease along each of the lines you just scored. So you'll see that your sheet of cardstock is now divided into 9 equal squares. The next thing we need to do on this largest sheet of cardstock is fold each corner in a line from here where the scored lines meet out to the edge. You can either use a stylus or something to score that first, or you can just simply fold it by bringing this point here to that point there. So go ahead and repeat that on all 4 corners. Okay, now we have the diagonal lines folded on each of the corner squares. Remember that heart template from the sizing guide? We'll need that now. You're going to place that on each of the outer squares and trace around it. Then we'll use scissors to cut in from the edge right around the heart we traced and back to the top edge. Okay, now we have the base of our explosion box completed. We have 4 squares for decorating, and then we have cute hearts in the corners. And then when we fold it up along the places that we've scored, it creates the bottom of our box. We're going to add 2 more layers on top of here. So grab your next smaller sheet of cardstock. This layer is going to be even easier because we're not doing hearts in the corner. We'll go ahead and fold down and crease on each line that we scored. Okay, now that we folded on the score lines, we have 9 equal squares again. For these 2 smaller pieces, instead of cutting out the hearts in the corner pieces, we're just going to cut those out completely. Okay, once we've cut out each of those outside squares, we're left with a plus sign. We'll go ahead and repeat the process with your smaller piece of cardstock as well. So you can see that these each get a little bit smaller so that they can nest inside the larger base and still fold up into a box. Once you have all three pieces, grab some adhesive
and glue the second and third layers down using adhesive on the back of the center square. Once your layers are all glued together, it's time to make the lid.
Okay, here's my cover cardstock, and I've printed the template on the back of it. We're going to cut along the solid lines and score along the dashed lines. Now, if you want to make a black cover or lid for your box or something else that you can't print on, don't worry, because the dimensions for the lid are on this sizing worksheet along with the dimensions for all the other layers. I just created a template as well to make it even easier so you don't have to measure quite as many things. Okay, now we're going to fold down on each of the lines we scored. Okay, now we just need to cut one line on each corner. So we'll just snip up to where the dashed lines meet and then rotate 90 degrees and do that same exact thing. Now you have a tab at each corner. You want to fold each tab in and add adhesive. Now fold all of the sides back in and press the tabs to the side to create a lid. If any of your edges don't match up quite perfectly, just go ahead and trim them up a little bit. And there's our lid. To close your box, pull all of the sides up, pushing the hearts in toward the center. Hold 3 sides and then use your lid to grab the 4th side. And there you go. Your explosion box is ready to decorate.
You can add ribbon on the lid and then photos, notes, coupons, mementos, or whatever you'd like inside. It's fun to add little pockets and little flaps, some different interactive elements so that people can pull out hidden photos or things like that. Add as much or as little as you'd like. It's all up to you. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to visit me again at It's Always Autumn for more craft tutorials, recipes, sewing ideas, photography, and more.